How's it going, folks? Welcome into Overtalk. We're in episode 19. As always, I am Chris Kid Liquid. I am joined by Rachel Seltzer Querico, and Rachel Seltzer Querico.
There's literally three of me.
There is literally three of you, yes.
Yeah, there's three of me right now.
Does it make you uncomfortable? Does it put you in the spotlight? if you
Did
guys are
I lose you? Where'd you
go?
go?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
There you are. Yeah, I found you.
If you guys can hear me, or if you guys are listening to the recording, Rachel actually does have 3 pictures of herself on the screen because we're doing a dual cast today. So let's take off 2 of these. But yeah, we're doing 2 of these. It's just us today. Everyone else is busy actually doing work. But yeah, we're gonna talk about some Overwatch. Today's topic was supposed to be some Overwatch community content and our favorite, kind of spotlighting that a little bit, which we're still gonna do. But Rachel, you weren't on last week. I want to get your opinions on the Alive cinematic.
So, that was like super intense. I think are we covering this over like 10 different episodes? Like I feel like we definitely talked about.
Were you on the last one where we talked about Alive? Because we only talked about Alive last week, I think. We talked about Recall.
No, I was definitely there. Oh, wait, yeah, we did talk about Recall, you're right. And since then I watched Alive. So good, dude. So good.
See, now the last week's debate that we had about it was, which one do you like better? Do you like Recall? Do you like Alive? One had a little more heart to it. The other one had a lot more action. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's kind of like I don't feel like you're meant to choose one over the other. Like, I think it's an unfair question. This is Sophie's choice of video game, animated shorts. And yeah, come on. Like, if I had to choose, I would choose Alive just because, chicks over dicks. But other than that, like, the Recall one just had that moment, that was just like, where he hits the button and it's like, I'm gonna call on all my fucking friends, and boom!
Yeah.
And it was special in that way, but then there was the impact of the assassination in the other one that, I don't know, both of them kind of left me reeling and definitely wanting more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought the action was a lot better in Alive, and I think it's just because Winston as a character just isn't that interesting to watch fight. Just because he's a big,
like the Winston. I love when he goes nuts.
Well, like I like it. It's just it's not as dynamic and it's not as fun to watch as like Mercy or like as Widowmaker and Tracer going at it. Like that's not like Winston runs around and punches things and goes nuts, but like watching the movement and the kind of the flowy nature of Tracer versus Widowmaker is just so much cooler.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I noticed your Freudian slip there too, where you said Mercy, because we all know that whenever the Mercy short comes out, that's going to be the greatest short of all time.
I don't know, man. I'm waiting for that Diva Esports one. I want that.
Oh, you're right too. That's going to be, oh god, I was going to screen cap for Twitter and I made an ugly face. You're right. The Diva one's going to be the best one.
Oh yeah, the Diva one's going to be fantastic. And I'm honestly predicting that one to come out with the WCS final in France. That'd be great.
Clever. That would be awesome.
But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and talk about some Overwatch content. Rachel, what's your favorite piece of Overwatch community content? Not something that's made by Blizzard, but by the community. It could
content?
It could be
Actually,
a stream.
I have the perfect answer to this. There's a cosplayer. Her name is, I think, Ashley, and she has been working on, and I thought perfected at BlizzCon, but she keeps doing things to it that make it better and better. This Mercy cosplay, she is Mercy to me. So I'm such a creep. I follow her on Facebook and I follow her on Instagram, and she posts like as she styles the wig and as she makes the armor and stuff, and it's just the most amazing process. And she is always hanging out with these other great cosplayers, and they're like in the bathroom together. So she has these hilarious shots of like Reaper and Tracer and Mercy just like chilling in the ladies' room, and it is important to me on so many levels. I love her work.
Dude, I have so much respect for cosplayers just because I could never make anything like that. Like, I'm not overly artsy craftsy kind of person, but like, man, that was so, like, the costumes that we're seeing for Overwatch are so good. Just like the craftsmanship is absolutely insane. Have you cosplayed a lot? Do you cosplay often?
Well, there was a time before I was running the esports circuit where I used to run the otaku circuit, and let me just tell you, I make a very convincing Duo Maxwell, especially when I had my brown hair. But yeah,
you have the braid and everything too?
What's that?
You have the long braid and everything too?
Oh yeah, actually I just brought it back from home to have it here because, that's something I need at 28 years old. my Duo Maxwell costume on demand. But yeah, I got like a big braid and like the hair and the jodhpurs. And I actually went into like a priest supply store to get the priest collar. My mom took me. Like I'll never forget. It was an experience.
The question is, why Duo Maxwell? And were there 4 other people as like hero and
Why not? Are you out of your mind? Duo Maxwell was the best Gundam pilot like of all time. Like
See,
of all Gundam pilots.
I'm a hero Yui guy, so it's not.
Well, fucking, he has the zero system,
know.
so it's not even fair. No. He's a cyborg pilot. But yeah, have you cosplayed, Chris?
I have. I did a Sasuke cosplay a long time ago, and let me just say,
that
Sharingan contacts are not fun because all you see is red with the 3 dots in the corner. It's bad.
Like, why is Chris so pissed?
Plus, I'm really Asian, so like getting them in is a challenge, and it's not working out. Learn to stay away from contact lenses after that. For whether it be to see or not, it's absolutely ridiculous. But getting back onto Overwatch, we honestly the most impressive thing to me that I've seen is Oversheet. Like Oversheet is still crazy impressive to me.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's another thing too. That's just been an enormous help. Like that's a beautiful example of the community coming together too.
Oh, yeah, it is. So for anyone that doesn't know, we've talked about Oversheet quite a bit, and I know Rachel was working on something like that. And you were.
I was just trying to calculate damage. I still haven't found anywhere that's kind of doing that the same way, but yeah.
Yeah, like so, but you used Oversheet to make sure some of your calculations, right?
Yeah.
So like Oversheet, anyone that doesn't know, Oversheet it's like a community-based breakdown of damage outputs, DPS, like range drop-offs, stuff like that. Pretty much every kind of resource you could ever need for Overwatch. It's just actually fantastic for calculating comps and damage and try if you're metagaming or theory crafting at all, like it is the resource for you to use. And honestly, I don't even know how that came about. Like it was just there one day. It was fantastic. I love stuff like that. Any streamers? I know I've been watching a ton of Seagull.
Yeah, I mean, every time you open up the Overwatch game tab, Seagull's at the top of it. Shade, I don't know how often she's streaming, but every time I've had the good fortune of playing with her once or twice, and her Mercy play is unbelievable. So, like, anytime I can catch her streaming, actually, I don't even know if I have. I might have just imagined that or, like, seen her on, like, Bradley's stream or my stream. But if you can catch her, you're a lucky person. It's really interesting to watch.
Yeah. So you stream Overwatch quite a bit, don't you?
Yeah, actually, like, since the beta came out, I've pretty much only been streaming Overwatch. My viewers hate it. Like, I've like, halved my audience. Like, only Captain Hook and Twitchzilla hang out anymore.
But, so, you stream a ton of Overwatch. What is the Overwatch viewership like in terms of, like, the attitude around people that watch Overwatch? What are you seeing? Any tendencies? Anything?
I feel like the people that watch me play Overwatch are just my very patient and loving like friends/fans who are like, all right, well, she's just gonna yell and scream and be angry and then be silent for 20 minutes at a stretch. I've seen like, I think I usually catch Seagull on his like explanation days, which is really nice, like for, just kind of hear his thoughts on stuff. Other people, a lot of silence. It's a tough game to stream. Like you either have to focus 100% on the game or you're gonna be all over the place.
Yeah, it's like a lot of MOBAs too. I feel the same way. Where like streamers it's very rare that you find a streamer that can explain what's going on while they're talking about or while they're playing and playing well.
Which is, by the way, if you're looking for a League streamer who can do that, watch Rivington. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. If you watch Riv, watch him on a day where he's practicing his casting while he's playing. It's actually pretty awesome. I've never seen anyone do it the way he does.
Some of the funniest things he's ever said have happened during this.
Also, on days where he gets really pissed off or toxic, it's actually kind of funny to watch him kind of do that. But yeah, the other day we did Piscator and I actually did drop by Rachel's stream the other day and kind of troll her a little bit. Yeah. So
I like Piscator's like, is that the second best Overwatch caster? I was like, where?
So yeah, you do cast Overwatch too for what's that community thing that you're doing?
So I've been trying to engage in Overwatch in as many different ways as possible, and I started talking to this guy Michael, who is part of a TESPA group down in I think Florida, and he's working with some people locally to run the Overwatch Regional Clash. So, or is he in Texas? I don't know. They're all over the place, but it's amazing what these collegiate esports programs are starting to be. And I volunteered to cast for whenever they needed to fill. I'll actually be casting this Friday, so if you want to tune in, that's 5
Hey.
o'clock on FGCU_esports on Twitch. It's a bit of a mouthful, but you can follow Overwatch Regional Clash or whatever, confused social media branding we haven't figured out. It's been a nice little practice zone for me, and I really love it. Like, it's very fun to cast an FPS with 6 people on each team, a lot of stuff going on. You can kind of just, talk through it and be engaged.
Yeah. So yeah, for anyone that doesn't know what Rachel's talking about, it is the Florida Gulf Coast collegiate community. That is what it is.
Is that what Florida Coast Gulf?
Yeah, Florida Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
FGC. Yeah.
Yeah, those are your friends too, right? You know
Yeah, they're great. So that's a great event to watch. I used to watch every week. Piscator actually was casting. Joshua Lee was actually casting that for a little bit, but sadly he got a new job, so he can't do that anymore. But we'll be doing something real soon. We'll announce that soon. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so casting Overwatch. I've casted a little bit here and there. I know you've done way more than I have. The problem I have with casting Overwatch has been just keeping track of what's going on. It's way I'm used to casting MOBAs, and like this is way more frenetic than casting anything else I've ever seen. And like, did you cast TF2 at all? Like that was pretty hectic as well.
No, actually, and I would have to say like the spectator tools are about the same as when it used to be like casting like TF2 for Half-Life TV, which it's hard. I know that. I mean, this is one of those situations where I have ultimate faith in Blizzard that,
Oh yeah.
they know how to look at this game. They know how to make a spectator tool that's going to make, most people happy and make the game look very cinematic. You have really smart people there, not to toot my boyfriend Torch's horn, to say like, this is what the esports crowd wants to see. This is the best way to show off the game. And this is most true to the player experience. So until they do that, however, I would say the biggest problem with our casual observers that we have right now, every time I watch a tournament, people who are observing, they're kind of like seventh manning, and they're just like, instead of just staying still and getting like those really nice jib cam like panning shots, they're like playing the game too as Tracer. So they're like left, right, dodge up and down, boo, 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 boo. And I'm like, slow down, everybody. Like, you're not, dodging bullets. You are just watching.
Yeah. So it's a matter of just like following the action instead of trying to be in the action. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience trying to do that. From what I've heard, Blizzard has an internal spectator that's a little bit better, and hopefully we get that soon, because the game is coming up. We're about a month away, and I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited for people to get more, like get into people's hands more. Like, have you seen we talked about it last week? Did you see the Korean montage videos? Because Korea just recently got access.
No.
They're
what?
While I'm talking, watch this. Where is that video? While I pull this up, we actually watched the video live last week with everyone that was on the show, and like the level of play here is absolutely insane. There it is.
That's incredible. That's I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah. Dude, go ahead and watch that. But yeah, so I'm curious to just see like the level of play increase and have everyone push each other. Like it's high now, but I'm imagining what it can be post launch when everyone has access to it and we can start to see some real action. Although I will say, and we talked about it last week too, tracers are getting really good.
They're it's rough. It's rough with the tracers. A lot of the classes you've seen, I don't know about you, I feel like there has been like 2 major shifts in the Mercy meta where originally I could fly up in the air and just like float around all day you had to stay on the ground. Like you couldn't do too much in the air. And then like there was a second period where you could fly around a lot as Mercy, and now everyone's gotten so good again about shooting out of the air that you have to stay on the ground again as Mercy. So like I was grounded and then I was flying and now I'm grounded again, based on like the skill progression of everyone.
And it's not even like buffs or nerfs or anything. It's just straight up like, I'm just better than you, and so I'm just gonna shoot you out of the air. The two classes that I've noticed the most drastic kind of increase of is Tracer. Tracers are getting really good, and Roadhog hooks are getting insane.
Yeah, boy.
The amount of times you get hooked like out of midair, just like I I was boosting through a walkway as Diva, and someone caught me boosting through the hallway, like sideways, just caught me. I didn't even expect. It was like a 2 second window. It was crazy. You're watching that video, aren't you? I see the focus.
I'm watching that video. I'm watching that Reinhardt.
Just watch the Widowmaker plays. The Widowmaker plays make that video for me.
Widowmaker. I mean, I've just been waiting for Widowmaker. Like,
just wait.
When the snipers come out, there's just certain people who are just they were born to snipe on fucking PC, and they will just pick up the sniper and they will just ruin my day every time. I've seen that.
Have you seen
but
the
some of these
grappling hook
characters have
combos?
mechanics and gameplay elements that are so unique to Overwatch, and then to see players master that, master like that Reinhardt ground slam and like some really technical stuff with Reaper, it's so impressive.
Yeah. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, you can win a free copy of Overwatch right now from Taco Bell.
I saw that. What? I can't believe I didn't hear about that anywhere until somebody posted a picture today that said they went to Taco Bell and they got that cup.
Yeah, I saw it today and I was like, oh, I guess they're doing a promotion. What'd you see? I saw the facial movement. You saw something.
I just saw Widow do something really gross.
Was it the grappling hook combo?
Every time.
Yeah.
It's the grappling hook combo.
Yeah.
Although I do feel heartened too, because I'm definitely seeing things here. I'm like, psh, that's my Junkrat. Like I did that. That's just my name in Korean.
Right.
Oh, I'm having so much fun watching this game. Like, this is ultimately why I think it's going to be an incredible esport and an incredible, like, entertainment source is when you watch Overwatch, it's so positive, it's so uplifting, and the gameplay is so exciting that you get that, like, little kid in an arcade, like, oh, and then, oh my god, they're doing it! Like, it's natural hype. It's like watching a fighting game almost, how quickly the game imparts to you that exciting things are going on, or it's a time of no excitement.
Yeah.
And that's huge in telling the competitive story, so, I don't know, I love this game.
Oh, and I think even more so than just like getting you excited and hyped, it makes you want to play it more.
Yes.
Like it does a great job of, like, you could watch the international and you watch Dota and you're like, oh, that's really cool, I'm really hyped, and then you go home and you're like, I don't want to play Dota.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of internationals.
Yeah.
I have zero desire to play Dota.
And so, but like anytime you watch any kind of Overwatch highlight or anything like that, you're like, oh, I feel like I can do that. Like it feels accessible enough. Like, you probably can't. It's the way Minecraft is for me, right? So it's like you see people build these amazing things in Minecraft, and you're like, oh man, I could do that.
Yeah, I can stack blocks.
Yeah, I can stack blocks. Like, I can do that. You can't. Let's be clear, you can't. But it gives you the hope that you can, and it makes you want to play more. It's like that's how I kind of feel about Overwatch. Where I'm like, oh, that's a sick headshot. I could probably do that. And it's like, no, I can't. But maybe someday.
Not that Widowmaker stuff. I can't do that. I've been trying to do that since I touched a mouse.
Since you touched a mouse? Wow.
Since like Battlefield 2 beta, maybe I've been trying to snipe.
Dude, yeah, the level of competitive play that we're seeing is absolutely insane. I can only imagine what happens when that game comes out. And so I've been playing a ton of Battleborn lately, since the beta's been out for that, and like that game just does not feel as smooth or like as tight as Overwatch does. Have you gotten to try Battleborn at all?
Battleborn, I have not.
Yeah, so like Battleborn, there's just too much stuff on the screen. I know that sounds weird, but like when you look at Overwatch, there's like the maps are very clean. It's easy to see around angles and corners and stuff like that. And like Overwatch or in Battleborn, there's tons of brush and like trees and stuff like that. Like it makes it, when you're looking out on a vista, you don't see, like, you can't see straight across to your objective, or you can't see like sniper points or something like that. So it makes it really easy to hide, and it's not, yeah, it's just very it's a very messy game. It's not as much fun.
I know a lot of games similar to Overwatch came out. A lot of team-based, class-based shooters.
Dude, there's a lot.
And I just have zero desire to touch any of them. Like it's kind of like, I guess League of Legends has Dota and Dota has League of Legends. Like, I love Heroes and I love Smite, but those two are kind of untouchable gods. I really feel like
I think
none of these games come close to touching Overwatch.
No, but I think it's good to have that competition just so they don't get stale and they can push each other. Like I've gotten to try Paragon since that's been in beta. I've gotten to try, like, so let's listen. We have Gigantic, which is Microsoft's new kind of MOBA-esque thing. There's Battleborn. There's Paragon, which is Epic Games.
There's Paladins.
There is feel like we're missing a couple. Oh, there's Outlaws.
Yeah, that's the Cliffy B thing.
That's the Cliffy B one. I'm trying to think, but there's a lot. Point is, there's a lot, and like from what I've seen, Overwatch is the only one that sticks more true to shooters than MOBAs.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones are all really MOBA focused, and this one's really. I'm enjoying the fact that it's just a fun Twitch-based shooter. And let's get to that. Twitch-based shooters, they're finally back. We have Doom coming out this year. I'm hoping for Quake soon.
You think so?
I want a Quake really bad.
All right, Slasher.
Dude, if we get Quake back in the meta, in the esports meta, I'd be so happy. Not gonna lie. But yeah, no.
Well, you know what? It's the perfect time for it because you know what else is returning to North America? BYOC land.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes. So I think most of us actually are gonna be at Austin. You're gonna be in Austin. Yeah. So like.
Did you get BYOC seats?
We're not sure yet. I have press passes, so I don't know what I have.
I bought 2 BYOC seats just because, first of all, with BYOC you can leave and enter the venue at any time, but I can't wait to like fucking drink cans of balls and then duct tape them together into like a tower over the course of a weekend.
Cans of balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Christmas lights and wrap it around, and then like a blow up sex doll and put it in my chair when I'm not there. Like I'm ready to go full land for this stuff.
Balls is a drink,
is that not
right?
how you land?
Balls is a drink, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, I'm going to harvest scrotums and hang them around my computer den throughout the course of the weekend.
There'll be enough at DreamHack to do that.
Yeah. I'm sure the high scrotum density there.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I don't like being alone on the show with Rachel.
I'm excited to see what comes out of the community for DreamHack, since that's going to be the first kind of place for Overwatch to fuel itself, because that's going to be right before launch, because launch is the 24th, right? And DreamHack is the 6th to the 9th, I think, right?
Yes. So there's going to be an open beta weekend the weekend of DreamHack.
Yeah. So we're going to have open beta weekend. That's also going to be, BYOC event, the first DreamHack in North America. Everyone's going to be super pumped. Like, I'm expecting a ton of Overwatch there. Even though Overwatch isn't an officially invited event, I'm expecting a ton of community stuff and to see what comes out of there. We had a couple tournaments too. I will have to give a shout out to Joshi and Fistix for their work in the tournaments that they're putting on. Like they're putting on some fantastic work. Just those two alone. And also the podcasts too. Not Overtalk, of course, but like there's a lot of really great podcasts coming out of Overwatch, which I'm really excited about. Are you listening to any of them other than ours? Other than ours, Rachel?
Other than ours, I mean, yes, and I'm just trying to think of the name of the one that I just listened to that Chanman joined, because they're all like over something.
Yeah. Is it? Oh wait. Well,
over King, over Doing It, over the Moon.
I think
over Chat.
I know Chanman has a show.
Chanman show is the Overview.
Yeah, he has Overview, but he joined another one? I didn't know that.
I think he like either joined a podcast as a guest, or I don't know, he tweeted it, and so I went and I checked them out and I like listened to their last thing.
Trying to scout out competition?
But again, it was like over something, so. No, I'm generally like, I'm always looking for new information about Overwatch, because I feel like I need to have that first piece of gossip. That's when I saw that Taco Bell cup today. I was like, oh,
I need to go to Taco Bell.
How did I not know?
Yeah, Overwatchers was the one that you watched, probably. That was the one that Chanman was on 8 hours ago.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
I just supported my buddy Chris, so.
Oh, I love Chanman. He's great. We should bring Chanman onto here when I'm on and when Bizzle's on, so we could have Chris powers. We need all of them.
No, too many Chris's.
We need all of them. We'll join forces with Marvel. We'll get Chris Hemsworth and.
Oh, all right. I want to be on that episode. Then.
Chris Evans and. Grab all Chris's you could possibly grab.
I'll talk to those Chris's too. I mean, if I would do that for you guys.
Only if she had to, right? But yeah, dude. Also, the fan art that's coming out of Overwatch is crazy. Like,
do you see what's actually going on right now with Overwatch and with all Blizzard games, like as of this very moment?
No, what is happening right now at this very moment?
Lizard Squad says US Blizzard hashtag offline. WoW hashtag offline. Diablo 3 offline. StarCraft 2 offline. Hearthstone offline. Let me check right now my beloved Overwatch and see if it's still. Breaking news. We're currently conducting a live maintenance on Overwatch. I don't know if that's true or if Lizard Squad has taken it down, but servers are not responding.
Why, people? Why do you feel the need to do this?
I bet they're only watchers. That might be why.
Well, EU Blizzard. Oh wait, no, US Blizzard too. Wow. Weird. It says get ready. Well, it does.
Oh, here it is. Actually, if you switch over to Hearthstone, the breaking news says players are currently experiencing high latency and disconnections as a result of DDoS attacks towards certain internet service providers. We are currently monitoring the situation and will provide updates as they become available. Please follow Blizzard CS on Twitter for further updates.
Weird. Yeah, I see it right here. Huh.
That's crazy.
Why do people think that's fun? It's like the same thing with swatting. Why swat someone?
Oh, it's terrible. No, actually, I'd much rather somebody DDoS than SWAT.
Yeah, no. Swatting is bad, people.
DDoS doesn't usually come with fatal, pet statistics.
Fatal pet statistics. Oh boy.
Well, that's quite unfortunate that people are pooping on that. If they're going to do it now, it makes me really worried for beta test weekend because so many people are going to be interested in playing this game.
Yeah. And honestly, out of the games that we were talking about earlier, the Overwatch is definitely getting the most hype out of the group here. Overwatch kind of stole everyone's thunder on this genre.
Yeah, it's I think it's a done game for the rest of them. I'm sure all those other games will be fun. They'll probably go free to play and then quietly fade away in the background while Overwatch becomes lit like the heat of 1,000 suns. Man, this game is on fire. And as soon as I want the open beta weekends to blow the fuck up because everyone needs to know how good this game is and they need to get into it quick and get good quick.
Yeah. Well, it's like the thing with Battleborn. So Battleborn comes out, I think, on the 3rd, if I remember correctly.
Who cares, Chris?
No, so
games.
Battleborn comes out on the 3rd, and so right when they announced it, that's when Overwatch announced that they were doing open beta on the 3rd as well. And so they tweeted back at Overwatch, come at me, bro.
And Overwatch ignored them, right? Because
yeah, and then their tweet was deleted, and then they tweeted out, "We're so glad to have the great competition and be part of this great genre."
That's hilarious. I bet if I were and this is why I don't manage any social media accounts professionally anymore, except my own, which are my own thoughts and opinions. I would have tweeted back that clip of Cersei from last season Game of Thrones where she's like, "They're so small, I don't even see them." That quote is important to me.
It is. Speaking of Game of Thrones, it starts in about a week.
Chris, once again, not Overwatch. You gotta focus, Chris.
But it's so
arguably the best game ever to be released coming out next month, and you're trying to draw thunder away.
No. So where do you think, honestly, speaking of that statement, where does Overwatch sit at the end of this year? Where does Overwatch sit in the pantheon of great Blizzard IPs and franchises? What do you think?
I mean, again, this is like, if Blizzard had made another FPS, I feel like I could tell you that this is the greatest. But every game offers such a different experience. I mean, I can certainly rank them all where I would put, I don't even, it's not fair because my experience with StarCraft hasn't been, the best, but like so many other people have had so much of their lives changed by StarCraft, and it's been such a challenging game that's been with them for decades. Warcraft 3, like, where the fuck would I be without Warcraft 3? That game was like key. My first esports game was like Grubby versus Moon playing Warcraft 3.
Oh my god, you just broke out the Grubby Moon.
Beautiful. Moon had a broken arm, and he still beat the shit out of Grubby. And Grubby was so adorable, and is to this day so adorable. And I don't know, like, every game it was so important. And I think this is just Blizzard saying, okay, guys, new decade, new IP, and this game is going to change. Like, this game is meant for your lives in 2016, and this is going to be important to you. And it seems like everything they're pouring into the story, everything they're pouring into the lore, and even into the characters, the maps, the presentation, is a message that is for this time. Yes. And it's going to be, I think, culturally relevant. I think it's going to be, perfectly polished. There's not a lot this game can fuck up.
No, I'm honestly just super excited to just get a new IP. Like I was excited for Titan when they kept announcing Titan. Like I
Yeah.
want this game so bad.
Whatever it was, I wanted it, right? You're like,
Yeah,
what does it do? I don't care. I want it, mom.
I just want it. Oh, it's so good, man. And honestly, I'm starting to see it too with the community. Like r slash Overwatch has been a lot better lately. Like
Yeah.
they're not as Oversalt looks like it's over almost. Like
The
people,
salting.
yeah, people aren't as upset. I'm looking at it right now. There's actually more. There's more Korean videos here on r slash Overtalk.
Oh, that's great. I gotta go check those out. It sounds like I have an evening ahead of me of like watching Korean Overwatch
Yeah, it's
clips.
Korean Overwatch clips everywhere. Oh, there's one. So did you're familiar with Spiral Cats?
Yeah, of course.
Did you see Tasha's new Tracer cosplay that she
I
wore at?
retweeted that out recently. That was fucking fire.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, and I'm honestly surprised that like we're not. I'm curious actually to see what other cosplays they do. Like I would love to see them do like a Mercy or a Diva or even a
How do they
Zarya.
not do Diva? I mean, I guess
They're Korean.
Tracer is Overwatch's Pikachu, so everybody has to do Tracer. But
Yeah, like they're Korean. They have to do Diva
yeah,
eventually.
it's the rules, guys. You read the
It's
rules,
the
Spiral
rule.
Cats.
But yeah, like Spiral Cats are probably like my favorite group of cosplayers, and like to see them do Tracer the way they did justice to it was crazy. Also, the way that at the Here's the Storm thing where she unveiled the costume for the first time, she did the pose. She did the infamous pose on stage, which is great.
I was, girl, you've been cheeky. I like it though. I like when you're cheeky
Yeah.
with them butt cheeks.
Did
They
we
be like,
did we talk about the news pose yet? Have you talked
we
about the
talk.
news
Oh,
pose?
well, yeah, we talked about this fucking to death. And actually, I think it's hilarious. All I want to say is, I think it's hilarious that everyone's like, the initial argument was, this pose doesn't
Doesn't fit
fit
the
Tracer's
character, yeah.
personality. And then a bunch of people decided that that was code language for "we don't like butts," and they got all offended there,
Yeah.
and they got on their whole like high horse about butts are great, you bunch of SJWs, blah blah blah. And then Blizzard's like, "We're not SJWs. We just wanted her butt to look better. Look, here's an even better butt." And everyone's like, "Oh, it really was just about personality."
Yeah.
And so like it was a beautiful moment. High fives to Blizzard. I
Yeah,
loved
no,
it.
I mean, like, honestly, I thought it was a stupid argument to begin with, but, like, I agreed with the fact that it wasn't true to the character. I didn't really care, though. But when they showed the new pose, then you see the drastic difference of, like, oh, wow, this really is a lot better. Like,
Yeah, all she did was like, lift her leg, and you're like, that is Tracer. Tracer's like fun and like energetic, and the one where she was like on her tippy toes, sticking her ass out, was like not a. It just looked weird. Like
yeah.
like
No.
people don't stand that way, and it just needed a little bit of fixing. And everyone who tried to act like it was like a censorship issue needs to get the stick out of their ass. Like so many people wanted to play victim over that, and it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
so frustrating.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Dude, see, now
But
I want Overwatch stuff everywhere. Did you get the Hearthstone Overwatch back yet? Have you gotten your back?
how do I even do that? I can't. I haven't even logged into Hearthstone.
Did you pre-order Overwatch yet?
Trevor. See, I don't know the rules because Trevor gives me all like my Blizzard stuff. I don't know if we're getting. I have to pre-order it though because I want all the sweet swag.
Yeah, so you get Tracer for free. You get Tracer for free in Here's the Storm. You get a Overwatch back in Hearthstone, and then you get I think a Winston. Oh, you get a Winston pet, a baby Winston pet in WoW, and you also get Mercy Wings in Diablo.
What?
Yeah. So do that now because all of them are fantastic. I've looked at all of them; they're great. It's literally the only thing that I changed my back for was to get the I got a legend badge when I got a legend back when Hearthstone first came out, and I haven't switched it since. And I finally switched it for that Overwatch back because it looks awesome. But yeah, you should definitely do that, Rachel, and everyone should pre-order Overwatch.
I'm doing it right now.
Did you
Trevor
see it?
to the-
You
I
see-
was like, how do I? And he just sent me a code. So I'll figure it out. And
Oh, that's so good.
uh,
God. Yeah, so I mean, I'm curious to see too. Like, there's tons. If you go on Etsy right now, there's tons of Overwatch stuff that's just awesome. Like, I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I bought a Diva cosplay, like Diva gun.
what?
Yeah, it's made out of resin. It's like a resin Diva prop. It's awesome. You can get the pucks too for your ears. You can be diva for your Halloween. They make like mercy.
I think I might do that.
Yeah, there's like mercy wings and stuff like that. There's a full Reaper mask I'm looking at right now. God, I wish I was artistic. What's wrong with me?
Why don't you have all this stuff? Why didn't you make this? Why aren't you wearing your diva ears right now?
Because it doesn't fit over my headset. And plus, it'd be weird if I wore diva ears. I only cosplay as a 19-year-old girl in my dreams.
He'd be like, I don't do that on stream anymore.
No, that's what got my last account banned. That's why now my Twitch account is kid_liquid and not just kid liquid. No, I'm joking. But
all right, well, we've learned a lot today.
we have. Wow, yeah, everyone's talking about this DDoS attacks. Weird. Oh, you weren't on last week either. So what did you think about the Soldier 76 meta without Soldier 76 in the meta for a week or so?
That was actually, it was pretty surprising, but I think so Soldier 76 is one of those characters that I wonder as people get better and better, and I guess as we're seeing, he's really solid for like people just getting familiar, people coming over from other FPSs, and for most situations, you know, he's kind of like a, you know, jack of all trades, kind of really solid guy. But I think every part of him, everything that he does can be done a little better by other heroes if you're more skilled.
Sure.
So like, you know, he's a little bit of a better choice over a Pharah if you're not used to Pharah's, you know, rockets or something. But if you can really hit your Pharah rockets, well, you don't even have to pick up 76. You can have the more powerful.
Sure. But I thought that too, and I felt the same way. The only thing that I noticed when I was playing was that Soldier 76 does fit a unique role in the fact of he is a jack of all trades, so he fits sort of that fit any situation character. So if you don't know what you need in the comp, or if you have a really balanced comp already and you don't want to tip it too far in one direction, then you pick Soldier 76. And I think that was missing for a lot of it, because he can be a frontliner that can do DPS like a diva can, but just like a more mobile diva, or like a higher DPS diva in certain ways, because he's not overly squishy, but he's not like it's strange the way I'm trying to explain it, but like I feel like he fit a unique role that I didn't really notice until he was gone, which is really kind of cool. But yeah, like I felt the same way, that he was kind of just like the intro character that you learned otherwise, and then when you start to see people try to play him like McCree to
you're like,
fit
no,
that role.
go back to 76.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I feel like that's a bad pick, and I was like, who'd be a good pick here? Oh, Soldier'd be good. Oh wait, he's gone. Never mind. But yeah, it was a weird week, but I'm glad he's back. And that you missed it last week too. Bizzle was talking about how he would like, instead of in one of those Tavern Brawl-esque modes, to have invisible heroes, where everyone's invisible. Going with that soldier.
Shut up, Bizzle. Let me say 1 week late. No. I would say, I mean, because I was literally just playing a game of Overwatch and thinking to myself, it's so fucking nice there's no spies in this game. Nothing's invisible. And that way I can kill everything. And Bizzle wants to make everybody invisible? No.
Do you don't think it'd be a fun mode if everyone was invisible?
Over that.
You don't think it'd be fun if everyone was invisible, just for like a fun game mode?
No, Chris. You have a fucked up definition of fun.
Nah, it's great. Because you can see the bullet trails. That makes bullet trailing extremely important to watch for. Like, oh, it's so good.
No, I'll tell you exactly why it's not fun. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play Junkrat, and I'm going to find a high little corner, and I'm just going to rain hell down.
Like, no, that's Pharah.
Actually, that's been my new strategy for Ilios. Ulis? That map.
Oh, okay. Got it. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about at first. Yeah. Oh, also, we're starting to see a lot of teams come out with new Overwatch teams. We just got Liquid picking up a new team with a bunch of CS:GO guys. It's great. I'm excited. Do we know of any other community-based tournaments that are running right now? Like Gosu Gamers, we have this Joshy Fistix one. We have what else do we have for community-based stuff?
I mean, Ghost of Gamers and One Nation of Gamers are together on that, right? Is my understanding.
Yes.
We have the collegiate tournaments, which are running the Overwatch Regional Clash. I think ESL is running weeklies now.
Are they? Really? That'd be awesome. Hold on.
Maybe I just made that up. Maybe that's just like something that will happen, and
Oh
future
no,
Rachel knows that.
no, it is.
Uh,
It's a thing. Never mind. Keep going.
but I will say, keep an eye out. Anyone that is playing the game or is not playing the game that's looking to like give it a serious competitive go, I guarantee the weekend of the open beta, there's
Oh
going to
yeah.
be a whole bunch of tournament options.
Yes. Maybe Overtalk will go ahead and join one. We've been thinking about doing that for a long time. Of just
Yeah,
all
we
of
definitely
us.
have 6 or more people.
Yeah, we do. We have
Except
enough for
today.
subs. We have enough for subs. Yeah, except
Coaches.
coaches. We could have coaches. We could have analysts and strategists. We just have to do it for charity, so that we have to do it for community charity, so that when we lose, we're still good guy Overtalk.
Oh my goodness, is Twitter down now too?
What? What? Why is everything going down today?
It's the end of the world.
All we need now.
Go to down detector.
Okay. So I've been before this episode I was starting to look for like play of the games and like my favorite kind of play of the games. Honestly, I think my favorite type of play of the games that I've seen so far are the Reinhardts pushing people off the edge of maps. Like those are by far my favorites. Like I saw like 4 or 5
Ugh.
of like Reinhardt's getting 5 or 6 kills just like pushing people off the side of the map. It's fantastic.
That's my favorite thing is Lucio when you're defending any of those capture points on Lijiang Tower. You're like, what are you coming to the corner of the bridge? Boofed. What are you standing out outside the doorway? Boofed.
It's so irritating, yet it's so good to watch. Like I think honestly the more trolly things you can do in Overwatch, the better. It's so good. And like trolly to the point of like being funny, not trolly in terms of being cheap, like Torbjorn or Bastion sitting there doing whatever the hell they're doing.
Yeah, there's varying degrees of trolliness on this game. I learned that when you're near the edge, don't jump because
Don't.
just a little bit of a jump and one bullet will take you right over.
Although it's funny just watching kind of this type of game or this style of shooter of like Twitch-based shooters and the fast motions, like jumping is a really important part of that, and like movement's a really
Yeah. important
important part of Overwatch. And so to have so many abilities that displace that movement is so weird. And is that kind of broken? Now that I think about it.
No, I think it punishes jumping because I mean, jumping is one of those. If you think of bunny hopping from like literally any other FPS, how annoying it is when your opponent tries to avoid your bullets that way. Well,
Yeah.
now in this game, there's a penalty where yeah, you might be able to avoid my bullets long enough, but if I hit you, it's gonna have the equal payoff to the payoff of your jumping protecting you.
Sure, but I'm just saying like movement's so important in Overwatch, right? So like what, like I feel like the game in other shooters it's more of I guess a tool to your objective, whereas like in Overwatch I feel like it's an integral part of what you're doing, as much as aiming is. That sounds weird, but then like I felt like the same way in Quake and like Doom and stuff like that, how movement's so important and jumping so important.
Well, yeah, the game is. I mean, that has those precise moments. Like if we go back to Roadhog hooks,
Yeah.
how fine tuned it is. Where like if you're looking just a little around a corner, and this is where I say a lot of people were concerned about the tick rates and what the game was going to do for
Yeah.
that. I've had the more I've played, the less I've noticed anything about like being around a corner and feeling like I was safe and then dying. Like I think they're constantly improving the preciseness of.
Oh no! As
you
the
know,
beta's gone on, I've noticed quite an uptick and an improvement in the net code and the tick rates and stuff like that. Like it's gotten way better. They're definitely using the beta to their advantage here. Okay, question: when Overwatch launches on the 24th, how long is the server going to be down for?
Here's the thing. You know how much faith I have in Blizzard?
How much faith?
I
do you
think
have
they're
in
gonna be ready. Actually, I don't know. That's a fucking lie.
That's a lie.
They're never ready.
And honestly, like I don't expect them to be ready. Like this game is gonna be gigantic, and I'm honestly, if the servers are down, I will be happy because that just means that a lot of people bought the game and are enjoying the game and playing the game and having a good time and well, trying to have a good time. And like I think the longer the servers are down, the better it'll be for the future of the game, because I think that shows me that the community is active and wants to be a part of what they're doing. Whether
Yeah, you're right.
as long as it's not like a week out or a couple days out. Like as long as they fix it the first day, it's okay. I have faith.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to all those console launches that I would be like, so like, oh, Call of Duty, man, I just got back from the midnight release and fall asleep on the couch trying to like log into a server.
No, I think I've told the story before. The most futile attempt I had was getting Diablo 3 at midnight and running into Air 37 and trying to log in and staying up till like 5 or 6 in the morning just pressing enter over and over again trying to log in. And it just wouldn't go, and then finally at like 6:30 I finally got in, played for like 15 minutes and fell asleep headfirst in the keyboard on at like level 5. I was like, oh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I was like, that's unfortunate. Whatever. But yeah, like stuff like that. I'm really excited for where this game's gonna go. Oh, it's so good.
Oh man, Chris, this is like dark times on the internet right now. If you go to downdetector.com, everything's going down, dude.
Twitter's up for me still. Like,
oh, scared. PlayStation Network, Battle.net, Netflix is pooping out right now. This is the end. The end has come.
Down detector. Let's see. Is down detector down too? Wait. No.
I loaded for me. Is it down now?
Here, let's see. Nah, PSN's down too? What?
Yeah. What is this? WhatsApp?
What is
like? It's funny. They give you these heartbeat lines, and
Yeah.
the flat line is good, and the spikes are bad. Google Fiber is getting jacked up right now.
Dude, ESPN.
I mean,
down.
I keep seeing Twitch give us a little spin. Dropbox, Walmart, Uplay. Smite's got a big spike.
Dude, what is going on?
I think the Lizard Squad attacks or whatever it is are hitting actually the internet service providers.
Yeah, it could be that. So like then everything would just go down, or people would not know that it's.
Yeah, people would have issues with everything that records. The Nintendo Network has a steady spike of shit going wrong every like 4 hours.
Don't even get me started about the Nintendo Network. That's a different story. I played a ton of Smash Bros when that first came out. And Splatoon. So I have many a story about those servers. But that's more of a Nintendo thing than it is anything else. Oh, let's see here. Is that a ripsaw behind you? How's the ripsaw?
The ripsaw, I have not had an opportunity to try it yet. I just was checking it out and setting it up. But it's absolutely gorgeous if you want to check it out right here.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have a an AverMedia Live Gamer Pro or Live Gamer Portable.
I liked that a lot. I burned mine out though, but I'm really excited to try this Razer one. It's like finally made by gamers for game. I'm like just staring at their stupid tagline, but it's by gamers and for gamers.
Wait, you burnt out an AverMedia Portable? How'd you do that?
I don't even know. I think it was the computer that it was in.
Did you keep it plugged in all the time?
I don't know. I think we were like, I don't know what we did to it. It just stopped working one day. So then I switched over to an Elgato, one of the older generations, not the current generation, and that thing had plenty of desync. And then I just decided console streaming wasn't for me. So I'm gonna hop on back with the bandwagon on the.
There you go.
Ripsaw.
Well, I have Overwatch currently pre-ordered 3 times. I have it pre-ordered for every console, so I'm probably gonna stream. I want to do a comparison video and see what we have going on in each console. What is that?
This is what I thought you were asking about.
Oh, what is that?
It's a bone saw, motherfucker.
Why? Wait, is that actual? No, that's a fake bone saw.
I also cosplayed a medic one time from Team Fortress 2.
Got it. Okay, that makes more sense.
I was like, how did you see my bone saw?
Yeah, I saw it behind the backpacks and Pikachu's. What is that? What? Okay, yeah, no, the Ripsaw. Anyone doesn't know, Ripsaw is a Razer product. It's a portable capture device for console streaming. The thing that I do like about the Ripsaw too is it does take AV ins too, so you can actually plug old consoles in there.
Yeah.
Like a GameCube, so you can stream Melee. That's a thing.
If you were so inclined.
If you were so inclined, but sadly enough, Overwatch won't be on GameCube. It should though.
Should it? Should it, Chris?
It should.
Should it?
It possibly should.
Should it?
Dude, I'm honestly waiting to. I want Blizzard to implement like a HUD-less view for the game so we can get some good machinima.
You first of all, in replays you can turn off the HUD. It's same as it is in WoW.
Oh, dude, we can get some crazy stuff.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. The game looks great. I'm curious to see what comes out of that, especially with the great lore that we're coming out with. I'm curious to see what people do with that stuff.
Yeah, I've been entertained by how many pieces of lore you can kind of locate on the maps. Somebody found a picture in Genji's old room of Genji and Hanzo as brothers, like
That's
before,
awesome.
which was on like Nepal. I didn't realize that that's where they're from. I
That's
thought they would have been
awesome
in Japan
though.
somewhere or something, but I don't know.
I would have thought so too, but okay, that's awesome though. I didn't even realize that. Like there's that. Like there's so much lore in this game, just like buried, just waiting for it.
Yeah, I was considering there's a couple tournaments that are going to be coming out, but I wanted to see if I could figure out like some sort of alternatives where it would be like a hide and seek. And so like every week we could put up like a screen cap from somewhere in one of the maps and then send people out to like find it and like tag it with your tag and.
Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be cool. You should do
So,
that on your Twitter, Rachel. You should do that on your Twitter.
yeah, I guess I could do that pretty easily.
Yeah, just do it on your Twitter, and then you can have people. You can give away prizes. You can give away cat pictures of people.
Well, Chris, we're approaching the end of our show here. Is there anything we didn't touch on yet?
I don't know. I'm just happy for all this content we're getting. Super excited. I want Overwatch Hearthstone cards so bad. I want them to expand. I want Hearthstone to become Blizzardized. Like I want it to become Heroes of Hearthstone,
That'd be sweet.
right? Like just
If they just or if they make a different one for each game.
each game, yeah. But dude, I want StarCraft cards.
I want Watchstone,
Yeah, I want all that stuff. Oh, it's so good. Overstone.
Overstone. Now that sounds like a prescription for a crazy weekend. Yeah, this game inspires a lot of love in me, and I just can't wait until everyone who wants to play it can play it because I want to play with everybody. I want to crush all the new kids too
Oh yeah.
when the floodgates open.
Anyone that has the beta, open beta starts on the 3rd, so get on and grab some free XP. And yeah, when the game launches, go ahead and grab more free XP and grab all those free chests. How many legendary chests have you opened, by the way?
Chris, I don't keep track. I would say I have about like 10 items on every character, and I have legendary skins on probably half my heroes.
Oh my
Just
god.
just from opening, like I haven't even hit level 100 yet. Like I have friends who are on their 3rd prestige.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
I have not been
think
able to
I've-
put as many hours as I want.
I think I've opened like 3 or 4 legendary chests. It's like
What level are you now?
I don't even know. I don't keep track either.
I mean, I guess you just had a baby, so
Yeah,
I can't make fun of you whatever level you
no.
say.
No, I just had a baby, so I just honestly don't keep track of it at all. But I'd like to. Whoa, there's some really cool artwork I just found on Twitter. Overwatch GG, that website just posted up a really cool poster by Neskane. Neskane is the Twitter artist. Whoa, this looks really cool. We'll leave people with that. I'll throw that in the description because that looks awesome. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna end up the show. Rachel, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about before we go?
Just want to say that if you guys are into watching some competitive collegiate Overwatch this Friday on twitch.tv/FGCU_esports, we're going to have an Overwatch tournament there. I think it's in the 6th of 7 weeks, and I'm going to be casting that with Seamoose. Seamus is an awesome collegiate caster from down in Florida. They have a great team. The teams that come out and play do some crazy stuff. It's a tournament with a one hero limit, so if you want to see some interesting strategies you're not going to see in other tournaments, we do restrict the heroes, so you see some kind of creative play, and I think it's a lot of fun, so come by the stream, show them your support. They're doing it all for the fun of it, so any love you can give these guys would be awesome, and if that FGCU_esports is a mouthful, just follow me on Twitter and I'll tweet about it and you can find it there.
Absolutely, and her Twitter is also going to be in the description here. Guys, don't forget to send us emails, tweet at us, send us messages on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all kinds of stuff like that. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what content you want to know or want us to cover, stuff like that. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.